If you're thinking about moving to Superior, Colorado, I'm going to save you a lot of time and possibly a lot of money. Because on paper, Superior looks perfect. It's close to Denver, it's close to Boulder, but that's not all. There's a whole lot more. I'm going to tell you top to bottom what it's like to live in Superior, from neighborhoods to schools, access, houses, everything. I'm Michael with Lovato Properties. Let's dive right in. So let's talk about location, because to be honest, it's one of the highest selling points for Superior. We're only about 15 minutes to Boulder and about 30 minutes to Denver. We're perfectly situated between the two. So if you've got a couple that has maybe one person working in Boulder in tech and the other person working downtown Denver, this is your spot. Location here really draws that kind of crowd. And very specifically, Superior's on the south side of Highway 36, which connects Boulder to Denver. And also we are at McCaslin Boulevard. So it's really the sister city to Louisville, same zip code, often referenced with the name Louisville, but Superior sits here again on the east and south side of that McCaslin Highway 36 intersection. So let's talk about the vibe here, because that's what really counts. When you're in this town, it feels very organized, very neat, tidy, intentional. But it's also got a pretty widespread appeal, family focused, but also folks that love to be outdoors. When you're either in downtown or in Rock Creek, you're gonna see families out for a stroll, people pushing strollers, dog walks, kids riding their bikes to school, folks just getting ready to enjoy the outdoors. All of that is right here in Superior. It really is that essence, that vibe. Now let's talk homes. Specifically, Superior has almost everything. We've got townhomes, we've got condos, we've got single family, we've got new construction, and we've got a lot of stuff from the 90s. But really what Superior is known for, if you come away from downtown in the new construction, where you're gonna see those those townhomes, those attached dwellings, and really small lots and patio homes, up in Rock Creek, you're going to see large homes. 2-car garage, 3-car garage, big spacious homes, more traditional, 2-story with a basement. You're going to see that throughout Rock Creek, the newer side, the older side, and the newer side that's a little bit further to the south. But it's really widespread. So if you're looking for a rooftop deck on a modern new build, you've got to be down in Superior. If you're in downtown Superior. If you're looking for something else, a little bit more of that traditional, sidewalks and this great mature trees, Rock Creek is your spot. But what about prices? Well, there's a big range, because if you want something on the low end, you've got to get to the townhomes, somewhere at or below $600,000. If you want to be in the meat and the bulk of Superior, Rock Creek, I'd say that really you're starting in that range of $900K. If you go below that into the 7s and 8s, there's probably something wrong with the house. A lot of updates needed and maybe just in rough shape. And I'm being direct here, $900K gets you into a house that may need some updates. $1.2 million gets a lot of the homes here in town. We also have some luxury spots where you're up in that luxury for Superior, upper 1 millions, 1.9, 2 million. Those homes are usually newer and they have great views, easy access to the open space. But really, housing has a big broad range on offer here in Superior. So I wouldn't be able to honestly speak about Superior without mentioning the Marshall fires. Well, at the end of 2021, we had a pretty serious event here. A lot of homes were lost, a lot of destruction. It was pretty traumatic. But the thing that came out of it is the obvious resilience, the strength, the strong bonds of community, and all that togetherness that came out of it. Really amazing. And so while you do have to examine various things like fire mitigation, insurance, and also that exposure to these open space areas, beyond that, you can look at the positive and say this area, this community, bound together, they got strong and they rebuilt as a community. And now we are really known for that here in the 80027 Superior and Louisville. But I will say this, you're not gonna find any of that just looking through Zillow. You've got to actually experience it to believe it. If you're moving to Colorado, I've got a question for you. Would you rather have community and trail access, or big city booming, lots of fun? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear what's driving you to the channel. So here's a fun story about a client I'm working with. Well, this client reached out saying, I want to be in Colorado, but I really don't know where. All I care about is that when I come home from work, I can decompress, look at nature. That was it. Look at nature. Have that peace and come back from work to home. And guess what? We settled on Superior because of the views. All of these expansive views, not to mention the easy access to the nature. So we killed two birds with one stone. See the nature, but also touch the nature. Pretty cool Superior story. This area is really great for families. Let's be very direct. The family activities and the schools in Superior are awesome. People move here for them. Boulder Valley School District is the district. Superior and Louisville have some great options. Monarch is the high school and the K through 8. Those are just on the Louisville side. Here, when you're talking about Superior, you've got Superior Elementary School, El Dorado. These schools are amazing. Elementary schools, they're really great to have access to that BVSD school district. And then we can talk about sports. Sports are amazing here. Great access. We talked about already being down in downtown, the sports stable right in downtown Superior, but really a great spot for your launching pad for kids' activities and kids' sports. So if you are into an outdoor lifestyle, well, this area is very difficult to beat. And I'm talking about easy access to trails, great trails. Not drive and plan your way to those trails, but walk out the door, ride out the door, run out the door to trails like this. Colton Trail, Rock Creek Trail, or if you just jump 36, you've got Davidson Mesa, an amazing Louisville trail. But right here at the Ormond Roche Trailhead, or even up the road at the Colton Trailhead, you're gonna have access all the way to the west to Marshall Mesa, some beautiful trails to run, walk, gravel bike, mountain bike, all of it from right here. What a spot, one of my favorites. Another great part of Superior and its family lifestyle is this pool behind me. The pool, the tennis courts, the park, the playground, everything here just really invites a great summertime vibe. So families spend time here, swim meets take place in the summer, swim lessons, all the fun stuff right here. And here's some things that you might not have expected. And when we talk to people that move here, they say, hey, I wish I knew that. Really at the top of that list is going to be insurance costs. Because those fires ripped through this very area, insurance costs came up. And it's not prohibitive and it's not putting you off the search of this area, but it does factor in as something you need to look at. So check those costs, have that in mind when you're budgeting for a move to Superior. Also, some people will say, you know what, I knew I was moving to the suburbs, but it feels even more suburban than I thought, even more isolated. So you do have great access in Rock Creek to your Rock Creek neighbors, to the pools, the schools, the parks, but that's about it. You're not walking for that morning coffee really to anywhere here. So that's something that I think people just don't fully understand by just looking at Superior online. And finally, somewhat unexpected, is the tight inventory. So that means that homes don't often turn over here in Superior. It takes a little while. Folks get in and they stay here the entire life of their kids being in school. Like they just roll out 15, 20 years before they sell. So with inventory being tight and this being the spot you want to go, you have to be ready to pounce most of the time. If the home is sitting, it might not be the home for you anyway. So that's something to factor into your search. So who's it perfect for here? Well, that's a great question. And I would say that if you are someone that is looking for a little bit more of an ideal location getting from Boulder to Denver, if you're a work from home or a commuter to Denver, this is your spot. If you're a family looking for that community and having more elbow room, more space, bigger homes, bigger lots, this could be for you. Or if you want new construction, a lot of new construction here in Superior, from the townhouse to the patio home and everything in between. Also, if you are looking for that easy access to outdoors, wow, I think Superior is kind of hard to beat. And then, who is it not right for? Well, that's a great question. If you're looking for historic, charming, old school architecture, don't come to Superior. And if you are looking for a booming nightlife, just lots of action, good bars, a good scene, and great music, this isn't your spot. Likewise, if you want a lot of local or independent restaurants, pubs, bars, all that stuff, it's really not the place. While it is growing and there is some great opportunity for businesses, it's not full-fledged yet. So keep that in mind. So if you're looking to see Superior up close and personal, I'd love to give you a tour. I'm Michael with Lovato Properties, and I would encourage you to reach out for a tour of Superior or any of our great Boulder County areas. If you want to, just DM me, call me, text me, or email. Anyone works for me.